What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Whole Views. And I got to ask a few questions to the audience before we actually get into the video to see if this is the video for you. First question being, do you have HBO Max? Second question, do you enjoy stories being told in layers? Third question, do you like good, episodic, animated television? If the answer to any of those is yes, then why aren't you watching Young Justice Season 4? Subscribe to the page if you haven't so far. We enjoy making videos talking about the shows that we like, talking about the movies that we like, just talking about entertainment in general. And if you want to drop a comment, I would deeply appreciate it. But let's continue with those people who may or may not be watching Young Justice Season 4. So if you're watching Young Justice, you're great. You're on the same page with me. Everything is fine. I don't think there's anything for you to be concerned with. But if you're one of those people who are not watching Young Justice, there's only a few things that can be said about the type of person that you are, in my opinion. Maybe you're the person who's never heard of the show Young Justice. And, that's fine. Everybody don't watch everything. That's fine if you never heard of the show. Or let's say maybe you heard about the show at some point, but you never really gave it a chance and got into it. Well, for you, there's a solution. The solution is it's on HBO Max right now. So sign in, jump on, binge the whole thing. Maybe you're the type of person that would fall into another category, and maybe you saw season 1 and season 2 on TV a long time ago, as you should have. And you never heard that the show was kind of reinvigorated and brought back to life on the DC streaming app that came out and has already died a few years ago. So maybe you didn't know that there was a season 3 and a season 4, and maybe this is your first time hearing about it, or maybe you heard about it but you didn't know where to find it because the DC app is dead and you didn't know it was on HBO Max. I don't know. If you find yourself though in that camp, you watched the first 2 seasons, you didn't really catch up on season 3 and season 4, that's fine. There's a solution for you too. It's on HBO Max right now. So sign in, jump on, binge the whole thing. And the third category of person would be the person who has watched the show and you just didn't like it. Like you gave it a chance and you just don't care for it. I'm be honest, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you at all, because maybe you should finish watching this video. Maybe I can convince you a little bit. I don't know, but I can't see anybody really watching this show and giving it a fair chance, liking animated shows and liking animated movies, not necessarily anime, but cartoons. If you can watch a cartoon and enjoy it, you should be giving this a chance, man, because this is very, very, very good TV done very well. In pre-production phone calls, me and my producer talked about how this season is done in 4 episode arcs. So every 4 episodes is a different miniature arc that kind of crescendos and then kind of slightly ties into the next story. Like they continue to deal with things as the show goes on. In the first 4 episodes, you get a storyline that deals with Miss Martian and Connor Kent in the Mars storyline. A lot of drama between the green Martians and the white Martians and different classes and battles. And you also have the Legion of Superheroes story that was kind of like seeded at the end of season 3, which feels like a long time ago now. But you have that, and that is now like present in the first 4 episodes. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but that first 4 episodes ends in a very shocking way, to the point where I didn't believe that they would really stick to the consequences that are laid out in that 4th episode. So it was great to see the 5th episode tie in, but also at the same time start something brand new in the same timeline and universe. It's very interesting. In that 5th episode, you get the beginning of the Artemis and Tigress like storyline, like her and her sister. I'd say Artemis and Tigress. Maybe I mean Artemis and Cheshire. But you have that storyline of the 2 sisters and the conflict that they have been having over the course of the show with their father and the League of Assassins or Shadows, whatever they're called on this show. We know who we're talking about. There's a lot that happens in the next 4 episodes but the stuff that happens in the first 4 episodes isn't forgotten. It's kind of carried on through, and it really kind of manifests or shows itself quite a bit in the last 5 episodes. The last 5 episodes kind of cover Vandal Savage, Dr. Fate, Zatanna, magic in general, and just a whole bunch of DC history. That, to me, the Vandal Savage influence on the history of the DC universe, as the way this show lays it out, is incredibly impressive. And I like that stuff. Everything that kind of is narrated and gives you the backstory about the Lords of Order, the Lords of Chaos, Vandal Savage's role in his dealings with Darkseid, and just all of that stuff is great stuff. And I so much like the way that this season is set up. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is that at this point is that last week's episode, this is early January where I'm recording right now, but the last week's episode that played is actually the mid-season finale. So where we are, I don't know when we're gonna get the second half of season 4, but we're 13 episodes in, and it's impressive. This show is an excellent show. There is not many animated shows or shows in general that can carry those 30-minute episodes and do 26 to 29 episodes and not have a ton of filler. But this show fills in each little section with different storylines, and there are so many characters on the show now that are of importance that they can like continue to just throw out different threads and continue to get new and interesting stories. So for me, this show is a big win. I enjoyed a whole bunch. I can't picture why anybody who likes animated stuff does not watch and enjoy. The only thing I can see is if maybe you don't have HBO Max, but if you've given episodic television a try and you like cartoons, Young Justice season 4, it's the way to go. That's all I have for this here video. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and please come back and check out more